Hi, welcome to the new tutorial. This tutorial I will take you through the cross-site request forgery steps. I will be using a simple scenario, simple, but that's one of the most common scenario you will find in today's websites. Many of those websites does have this sort of vulnerability. So let me take you through the vulnerability, how does it works, and then I will explain you how you can exploit that. So before we start everything, let's clear up few things. I have logged in, or I can start from beginning really. Everything clean in my browser now. I'm logging on to the damn vulnerable web application what we have installed weeks ago. The application running from a PC which has the IP 11. So let me this is a metasploitable machine, but that doesn't matter. DVWA is running from this particular IP what we'll be working on. DVWA, this is the application we are working on. So let's log in with the default username, password, logged in. Very first thing, when you log in, you need to check what is the security level. If the security level is high, the task I will take you through will not work because the protection will be in place. So please make sure you change the security level to low so that we can continue with this task. Now, before I move forward, let me show you what is the IP address of my machine here. Oops, sorry. If config. This will be my attacking machine for this task, and the IP address of the attacking machine is this. It doesn't have to be a Kali Linux. You can just use any sort of operating system as long as you have a web server set up into that operating system. I chose this because I do have a web server running here. So very first thing what we will do, we'll go to CSRF, cross-site request forgery. What is it? It's a vulnerability where you can send some request from one site to completely a different site. If you send it in proper format, and if that victim site do accept your request, then those requests could be executed. One of the common scenario for this sort of attack is where you try to reset the password. So let's talk about the actual scenario. Imagine this is our website where I wanted to change my password. Default password was password. I'm changing it to 123456 123456, and if I click on change, password has been changed. I can see the message password has been changed. Now what I'm very much interested about is here it's saying password dash new. Seems like this is this field we are talking about. Whatever the password I gave, and password confirmation, again whatever the confirmation I gave. After that, command is change the password. So it's kind of given us the details of what has happened behind the scene. Password has been changed. Now if I take you through the little bit of source code here, so anywhere in this page you can right click on view page source, or you can see it from any other place. And what I'm looking for is actually the form. So see this form here. We have started a form, and form name was new password. If I take you through, so this was new password. What's supposed to happen into that new password thing? Then next one was confirm new password, whatever supposed to happen in that field. And then when we click on submit button, what's supposed to happen? On top of everything, there is a form action. At the moment, form action is hash, which means whatever happens will happen within this site, which is the actual site or real web server. Now, what I will do, I will simply copy this form first from here. Why? You will see. So I'm copying only the form from here, minimizing this browser. Now from I just came to my desktop, or actually easiest thing will be LeafPad. If you are not familiar about LeafPad, it's similar program to Notepad. You can just open it, write few things here and there. So I'm opening LeafPad and Control V. So everything what I have copied from that form, I simply pasted it here. Now form action, when we copied those things from this form directly, action went to straightway to the home directory wherever we were. But as I am copying it into a different file, now I will need this this action, whatever supposed to happen. So what I'm saying that when someone does something, take action, go to 192.168.0.11. so if you have the target site on a different server, then you will be using something else other than 11, whatever the full path is. So I'm copying this whole thing, and here where I have the action, I'm pasting it here. Now I need to save this file, clicking on save as, and just to make it simple, I will save it as index.html on my desktop. So here I want to save it first. Saved. You can see index.html file is here. Now to run this index.html file as a website, I need to place it onto the web server's root directory. If you don't know where is the root directory, for Kali Linux it will be within my computer, or you remember that we did it on very first lesson, var www html, and here whatever the websites you have will be in a different folder. So we have one website so far, and that was named as DVWA. I will create a new website, fake site. I'm just making a folder name, fake site, clicking on OK. Open the folder. Obviously that's empty now. I will bring that file here. So all I have done so far, created a file, HTML file, copied the form from here, and within the action area I copied the whole path of the actual website, what is my target here. So copied, pasted everything. Now I simply want to run this website from local machine or from my server. But to run it, probably you remember, I need to change access right. So chmod, I will say r 75/var www html, and our site name was fake site. So I said change the mode recursively, so whatever the contents we have within this folder, change that access right and give the access right as 755. Please have a look on first video of this series if you are not sure about what we are doing. This is something what we have explained when we installed DAM vulnerable web application. So done. Without doing this, if you try to open that website, then it will give you some error message. Okay, now remember our server where I am right now. This server had the IP address like this. So I will copy this IP address, and then let's paste it here. What I'm trying to do, I'm saying, okay, this is my web server, show me whatever I have. Within this I have a couple of different websites, but I'm interested in fake site, this particular website. clicking on fake site, and straightway it is asking me to change the password. Please have a look at the IP address. Please make sure you have the IP address of your attacking machine. 192.168.0.8 was the IP address of my attacking machine. This is not the target website. Our target website is hosted here, 192.168.0.11. So if I show it here, this was the target website. Now what I will do, I will change the password here. I'm changing it as this is my password, and this is my password. So quite long name, I have changed it to this is my password. If I click on change, please have a look at the address now, and when I click on change, what happens on that time. Clicking on change, and straightway this site went to the target website. So I just had one page, and from that page I said action is to go to that page, go to the particular page and change the password. See, this is my password, is the new password now. So just to make sure we had it right, I will click on logout and I will type admin, this is my password. If I type it here, click on OK, and I'm in. Just by using a simple HTML file, I managed to change the password of a website by using my web server. And that doesn't have to be a proper web server, that could be just your local host, as long as you can run that HTML file from there. Now I just wanted to show you something very quickly. If I should change the password first really, otherwise I will forget this long password later. So I will change it to my old password, what I remember. Clicking on change, that's fine. Now how you can solve this problem, there are a few things. Problem one, whenever you are giving that detailed description on URL, that's a bad thing. Whenever you are working in the security industry, you should try your best not to give any detailed information like that on plain text on your URL. There are so many different ways where you can change the details here on the URL, and attacker will not be able to understand what does it means in straight way. Second thing, if I go to look at this, now we are asking for only new password, confirm password. If I go to DVWA security and change it to high, coming back to CSRF, and this time it is asking for current password. If I had only the current password in place, all the coding I have executed would not work, because as attacker I don't know the current password. Even though I could find out the URL, but I don't know the current password, therefore I cannot reset the password to a new one. So hope you understood the whole concept. If you have any question, please drop me an email and I will answer that as soon as possible. Thank you.